Hi, it's Nathan. Section 475 through 477 of the Model WHS Regulations covers some extra requirements for Class A asbestos removal work. So Class A asbestos removal is for friable asbestos, which basically means it turns into powder and airborne particles more easily than non-friable, which makes it more of a hazard. So the requirements are we need to have air monitoring conducted by an accredited company. And then there's certain thresholds that that trigger actions if airborne contaminants meet those levels. So at a certain level, if we meet those levels, if the airborne contaminants get above that, we have to stop work, reassess, and then get controls in place to get those airborne levels down to a satisfactory level. And then there's another threshold above that, where if it gets that high, we have to stop work and notify the regulator. The next sections have some requirements for the extra safety controls. So we need to have an enclosed area, we need to have negative pressure, we need to use the wet method, which is where they paint it or spray it, normally with PVA glue, sort of seal it all in. And then upon finishing, we need to disassemble that enclosure safely, make sure we're not, while we're pulling it apart, sort of putting more friable asbestos in the air. And then finally, we need a clearance certificate before we finish work and before anyone is allowed in there. Hope that helps.